small glass.
Cody?
You tried Diamond Tap? Children's Diamond Tap?
Different strokes, different folks.
I'm saying grape Diamond Tap is like that. So I think they're trying to get back to that.
Maybe you're right, but this codeine promethazine syrup specifically, incredible.
We're good. We're live. This is RBL Weekly live right now. I'm being
Nick
told we are
Fuente's channel?
live from our producer. We are live right now on the Roast Battle channel. Welcome to season 4. This is episode 1. I'm your host, Brian motherfucking Moses, live in the stream house. We're doing it different this season, everybody. I've got some guests I'm bringing in. I've got some sidekicks. You've seen the podcast haters. You've hated the podcast haters, according to the comments. So I'm bringing them on so you guys will hate them even more. My producer, Channing Apodaca, one of the haters, and this
What's up, Apo?
this ICE agent over here, that's Radu.
Hey, know your rights.
I gotta say, you look like you're sickly, so that's why I made you wear the mask, but you're also dripped out.
I was ill yesterday. Drip is sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're sick, you are dripping.
Yeah.
You look pretty fucking
No,
ill right now.
keep reaching for this night. I want to hear this punchline he's going for. Since we're doing a joke contest, a joke writing breakdown of sorts, analyzing them here at the RBL Weekly Live podcast. We're live right now on the Roast Battle Network on
That's
the channel
crazy.
on YouTube.
That's crazy.
I've got my boy here. You've seen him on Adam Devine's House Party back in the 2010s.
Nobody knows what that is.
He was on SNL for a season writing, kicking ass. He was writing on Rick and Morty. The guy owns Adult Swim. I love this man. Make it loud for Nick Rutherford.
Hey, everybody. Thank you
Hey.
so much.
That's how
It's
we
good
make
to
it
be
loud.
here in somebody's murder studio.
It does feel like that. This does feel like this is where R. Kelly pees on those girls. That's what it feels like, actually. I mean, it's cool.
It's a historic
not,
site.
It's not Diddy-ish because we don't have that kind of money, but it does feel like, oh, yeah, if like I was an R&B singer in the 90s, I'd probably have something like this.
Yeah, definitely. Well, there's wood panel. It's nice. There's curtains everywhere. You got a screen. I'm not really hearing my headphones, so I'm going to use the sticker that was provided for me to push. Oh, see, now I can hear myself.
Okay, yeah, you got to push it in. Huh?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
You fucked up.
Mine. Yeah, see here.
Push that thing in. See? The non-branded water, he's already rolling that out. All right, so while Nick gets ready and does that whole thing, we're going to jump in and talk about what's happening this season. So different things are happening. You saw the draft. If you could hear it, we're sorry about that. But we drafted affiliates this year. So on this podcast, on season 1, you're going to see some affiliates. They made the pod. Your Roast Battle League cities are using these feeder cities to help rank themselves and get on the podcast this season. Because what we've learned is these guys don't do it weekly like our LA does, like New York does. So they're going to need some help. And the help is all these people who want to do Roast Battle. From Newfoundland, Canada to Malta, Gibraltar. I think that's where it is.
Malta, Gibraltar?
Those are two different places.
Yeah, actually. Like different coasts, too.
That'd be so. You hood check someone. Where you from? Hey, I'm from Malta, Gibraltar.
I just like how words sound.
That is what it is. I just wanted to say it like that, I think.
Yeah.
But we have all kinds. They're everywhere. We have scammers, in India, scammers in Atlanta. So
Shout
it's just
out.
fun. Yeah, scammers.
Oh, yeah.
You would know. You're a hater.
That's what we were gonna name our podcast, Scammers. But
You should have, because people hate that you're taking. We've had like 4 generations of haters on the house hater on Roast Battle, and now they hate that they don't even know you guys. And you're like, oh, you're taking Sushi Boy Mexico's name.
I know. First of all, they call him Sushi Boy. It's Mexico, guys.
Yeah.
Second of all,
calling him Sushi Boy is wild.
being a hater is like being a Jedi. It's not one person's thing. It's a long tradition, especially within the context of Roast
Lifestyle,
Battle.
really.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I met Radu at Roast Battle. Channing, he's a TV guy, so he was doing some TV work, and then he came to Roast Battle. So Channing's famous, actually.
I don't know where you got any of that information.
No,
from.
you did like some TV thing we met
Oh,
on.
that's right. We met on the fucking Amazon Prime thing.
Yeah, or AT&T Uverse, whenever it was whoever.
It's on Tubi. It's on Freeview now. It's on Howdy. It's on everything.
We got paid
Oh,
$200 for
behind
it.
the
It was
Epstein
lit.
Files documentary.
No,
in
no,
front
no.
of the Epstein files.
Right, in the Epstein files.
First of all, it's Epstein's Island.
Strongly
Where are they
inside the
now?
Epstein files.
That's what we were on.
I mean, back then we just called it Little St. James. It was a
Yeah.
whole different ball.
I mean, my guy was Big St. James. I don't know who Little St. James was, but that was my sponsor.
Apodaca, do you have a sibling?
I have 2.
Are they also Apodacas?
Yes.
Are they?
Well,
Is one of them also in podcasting?
no.
There's
One of
another Apodaca podcast producer, Matt.
Oh, Matt. Yeah, we swore off ever meeting each other.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. It's like a Highlander situation. We can't ever see
Right,
each other.
right.
And then, of course, Brian.
he's like
If you
Apodaca
enter the
Red
same space, one of you disappears.
There
It's
can-
crazy you
there
say
can
that
be
because
only
we have
one.
Matt here. Matt, come on in. No, there's no Matt Apodaca.
I just did a really good physical bit, everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You need a
Yeah.
camera on you.
No, he's off screen. He's off screen.
Oh,
channel.
okay.
MOS, baby.
They're never gonna see him. He's like the most handsome guy in here, but nobody's ever
I
gonna
know.
see him.
true.
He's
I
stunning.
don't know.
Keep him over there off
What a
camera.
waste
Great.
of cop face.
All right, because Nick's got a heart out, and we don't want to show all 10 because we want you guys to go to RBL.live so you can see some of this exclusive shit.
Savor it.
Yeah, exactly. So number 10, we do rank the top 10. So the top 10 do get points. So coming in at number 10, you can see it on RBL.live later. It's Toronto. And it's Todd Butt versus Tanner Savory. So Todd and Tanner, if you're out there, you made the countdown. This battle was insane. It's coming from Newfoundland, Canada, an affiliate of Toronto. So Toronto gets the points. Are you really just going to show them the whole fucking countdown here?
No, I don't. We're on you.
Whatever, man. Anyway, so it's Todd Butt, Tanner Savory coming at number 10.
The other,
number 9.
the other Apodaca would never do that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Matt
Yeah.
wouldn't do that.
I do things a little different.
That's true. So they get 1 point this week over in Toronto. Number 9, Houston H-Town.
Wow.
One of the co-GMs is right there, Radu.
Because my boy Matt BC was in town. That's right. I forgot.
You know
about
Matt?
him. Yes, I do. Yeah.
He's a very funny cat.
very
Tall.
funny guy.
Tall. Looks like he should be playing ball.
Should have been there to see him in person, but
Yeah.
I was away on business.
Yeah, and you at home can see it on RBL.live after this podcast. Go subscribe. But Matt BC versus Chris Banks. That's Phoenix versus Houston out in Atlanta. So Houston gets 2 points. And then because we do this thing here where if you're another city and you battle another city, you get to split the points. So Phoenix gets 1 point for that. And then coming to number 8, we've got KJ Samora and Randall Rosie. This was a very fun battle. Please go check that out on RBL.live. That was live in Phoenix. That was a very fun battle. Now, let's get to some battles we can watch. Number 7, I think you're going to like this. This is Tokyo, but
Wow.
it's an affiliate. So Tokyo didn't have a battle they could submit this week, so they went and dipped into their feeder system, their feeder program, and they went to Indianapolis, and they got Luke Franklin versus Kyle Yates. This is a fun battle.
This is Kyle Bates. He is 37 years old. He has his whole life behind him. So explain to me why he looks like a child, a greasy pedophile, and a jaded detective all at once. Every time Kyle masturbates, he should write himself a ticket.
God damn, dude.
Stop being so fucking creepy. I'm sorry, dude.
All right. Luke is from Martinsville,
Yeah. I lied about it earlier. Yeah.
and he's only 20. Which means he's just doing this until his gun license clears and he can join ICE.
Okay. Kyle's parents chose to spell his name K-I-L-E. Holy fucking shit, that's so goddamn stupid. They somehow made the name Kyle worse. Kyle with an I is what you name a miscarriage as a joke. Hit me.
That's what they did.
Let's go, Indy.
Oh. Jesus, man. These are rich. Luke is still a virgin because every time he goes to go down on a woman, his Adam's apple gets stuck in her pussy.
That's kind of a compliment.
That's the backhand.
That's okay. Can you see? Oh, hold on. I have a very profound Adam's apple. Look at that. There's like 2 of them in there.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's not good.
Trifling.
I'm not sure how to recover from that, to be honest. That's pretty fucking rough.
I want to
You nailed
molest this guy.
Yeah. It's hard to shave it. It's like it's actually ridiculous.
These guys are really like
Anyway,
looking at themselves.
local comedians pretty much agree that Kyle's one of Indy's best joke writers, right? But what they don't know is that he's actually even better at making every woman he meets profoundly uncomfortable. Creepy fuck.
What? The first time Luke went to a white supremacist meeting. Yeah, he was molested by a family member. Yeah.
This is a good time to tell you guys Kyle and I are related. And also, I usually have like a buzzed head, like skin and bone. So I'm happy I didn't shit in that shit last night. That could have been horrible. What? No kidding, dude. I haven't heard these yet. This is amazing. Kyle's truly one of my favorite people to watch do stand up because when he's on stage, I can finally relax knowing he's not molesting an entire elementary school. K through 5.
Hit him with the demo.
Yeah,
Right.
seriously.
The second time Luke went to a white supremacist rally. He learned how to make tiki torches from old mason jars.
Kyle, you had it.
You can't control where you're born. Kyle was born with restraining orders already against him. The last girl to give him a restraining order won't graduate high school until 2029. Which is ironic because 2029 is the only size jeans that will fit his small, twinkish body.
You can't be a twink and be molested, folks. Which is it, you know? They
You
didn't
heard
hear
my
it.
first joke.
Fuck it, never mind. Fuck you, dude. All right. Luke's old childhood photo album looks like a time lapse of a baby turning into Bigfoot. That's it. I got one.
When Kyle Bates is not eating ass on his tippy toes. He can be found wearing a trench coat on the shoulders of another child trying to sneak into a rated R movie. He had to call my younger brother to go watch Sinners last year.
I'm not that short. I'm not that short. Okay. How tall are you?
6'2" in shoes.
You are not 6'2", you lying sack of shit. All right. Okay, I got one more. Luke's ass hair is so thick that when he shits, it sounds like a dude running through some tall grass. That's my favorite.
I don't know how he knew about that. All right, Kevin, get back out here, dude. Hell
All
yeah.
right, give it up for these two, everybody. Come on.
For Tokyo, the Far East.
Wow.
Via Indianapolis, Indiana. If you know about Indiana, it's the birthplace of the KKK. So, you know, Kyle saying that Luke is a white supremacist kind of tracks. That was a lot of fun. I thought there was some pretty good jokes. There was some pretty good in-the-moment stuff, stream of conscious things. You could tell they're friends. It looked like a ventriloquist versus the dummy, even though Luke had the face of the dummy kind of a thing.
Now,
It
I
looked
didn't like how comfortable he was incorrectly saying the word supremacist. You heard that 3 different times.
What did he
He's like,
say?
He's a I can't even do it wrong.
Right.
He didn't say supremacist. He said supremacist, which is like how a Klansman would say. Just fuck it up.
It's in his
redneck
blood.
way.
I don't know if
Like,
he's.
yeah, it's funny because like Kyle does look like like a don't date my daughter, like any minority kind of a thing. But he's probably the most liberal guy in that area. You know what I mean?
I like Kyle's like strategy of just being really offended by the jokes, like really hurt by them. That's such a fun way. What?
Not that short,
man.
dude.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you really hit some nerves there.
I like that. I feel like the Indy's got to work on their timing though. Like there's a lot of dead air between them. Just hit us.
And it's a lot of like going to the well of let's just talk statistics here. And white men and your crimes of passion being disgusting sex crimes, right?
Right.
70% of the sex crimes in this country are white men. molesting.
All
pedophilia.
right.
Yeah, it's you guys. Yeah, you guys be fucking non-consensual.
Right. Without
So I mean,
being
I like
asked.
that they were going to that well a lot, but it's also like, I mean, how many pedophile molestation jokes can you hear in one battle?
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah, you
could
get
tell
two.
the joke writing contradictions were coming out for a guy. He's like, "What am I? I'm gay or a pedophile? I don't fuck. I rape. Which one is it?" You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like this happens all the time with white guys who are just weird targets in roast battles.
That's true. Kyle Bates, he looks like he doesn't look like Rob Schneider, but he looks like who Rob Schneider should look like right now.
Oh, interesting. He's like Rob Schneider's spirit animal.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the other guy's name? Tall guy.
Luke Franklin. 20, by the way. Funny dude for 20 years old.
He's got funny down. You could tell there was a couple things that would just come out of him. You're like, why did this doesn't make any sense? Like when he was like, oh, luckily I almost shaved my hair. I guess because he was gonna look more like a skinhead.
Right.
I mean, my guy probably looks terrifying.
Yeah.
Like 6'2", just like tall kid from like Indiana. You're like, oh, this kid's gonna like lynch me.
Yeah, you have to like fight that guy in the Dune universe. he comes out covered in milk. You're like, ah, fuck.
You can
This
just
guy.
tell he hasn't been on stage as much as Kyle. He probably had a better battle. But Kyle knows, like, when there's a mistake or something or whatever, you don't let the audience see that. Like a piano recital. They don't know that you're supposed to play F sharp.
Well, they didn't know
Keep
we're going to
going.
rip them to shreds in
they knew.
Hollywood, California.
First of
No,
all, they
listen.
are a Tokyo affiliate.
I was gonna say, yeah, they're lucky to be here, but also no, Indy. Shout out Kevin King and those cats. They're doing a great job. That was a lot of fun. You could tell the crowd was having a good time. It sounded like it was a big crowd over there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Anytime I think associate to Tokyo, I think Indianapolis.
There's no, I call them the sister cities.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Naptown and Japtown. All right, let's go to the next battle here. Los Angeles, California. We're coming in at number 6. We get 4 points this week. LA, we got to do better. But this was a fun battle. Unipac versus Reese Pharrell. All right, let's do it. Let's roast.
Reese prefers strong, independent woman because he's broke and he has no car. Just as a passenger prince.
Oh.
So as we've discussed at death, Yuna is Korean, and she recently bought a wiener dog because she thought it'd be easier to eat it with a bun.
That's how you do that.
Let's battle 1-on-1.
Oh,
baby.
shit.
Speaking of dog, Reese is such an alcoholic. His liver is aging in dog years.
Take it, own it.
Yuna and my liver have a lot in common. They're both full of bile, been abused, and are desperate to be black.
Shit.
Thank God I got Daddy's approval over here.
The only thing Reese and I have in common is the color of my foundation and the color of his teeth.
That was really neat. Now, I want to see his teeth now.
You're right.
Smile.
Yuna, who do you think your mom is more disappointed in? You or herself for not getting the abortion?
Who's that guy?
I don't know.
Some ref.
Yeah.
Fuck the ref.
Man, I look so tall on camera. All right, that was number 6, Los Angeles. The locals. That's the one we submitted this week. That was Reese and Yuna. Yuna's battling again this week. What we think about that battle, gentlemen?
Rough. That was above the last one.
I feel
That
like
was above the
Indy. I
last
think
one.
we should flip-flop them.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
This
people
is how
looking-
it works, guys. This is how
looking
the way
at
the
us.
system works.
What's her name? He said Daphne. Daphne
No, Unipac.
Unipac
Yeah.
is her name.
Yeah, like Anderson Paak, but Una.
Okay,
Like
Una
Tupac,
Una
but
like
Una.
had funny jokes, but she delivered them with a descending energy.
She
Like,
wasn't. It's almost like Kyle in the last battle. It's like he just didn't buy what he was writing.
yeah, just tell us what's funny. Most audience members will be like, "That must be funny."
Legitimately.
Yeah.
Everybody's like that. Audience
Yeah.
are so stupid.
You guys are so dumb.
Yeah, my God. Yeah, why do you guys even like this? Go ahead, Roddy.
It was good. I mean, it wasn't like disappointing in any capacity because there was huge pops back and forth. It just ended flatter than I would have liked it to.
No, don't. Not while Una was on camera. Don't say flat.
Well, it was a joke that I'm like, I hate to say this, like, how many times have we heard a version of that joke? Of
The
What,
wiener
the eating a dog?
Or,
no,
yeah.
what should have you should have done felt worse, or your mom for getting the abortion or whatever?
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's generic.
it's plug and play at this
Yeah.
point, actually.
It works for everybody.
And this is weird. Is like usually stuff like that. We say this about hack and comedy. It usually still works. It's us that get to criticize it or whatever.
Right.
In real time, the audience was like, "We've seen
Been
this
there.
1,000 times."
Well, Newfoundland actually, we didn't play that, but they had one of the more classic hack jokes in roast battle, or just roasting, which is you look like the pedophile and
the victim.
Yeah, like they said, they got a huge pop from
Now,
the
if you
crowd.
notice, that actually happened on the Indy battle as well, but he did it a permutation. He said, "You look like the pedophile, the victim, and the detective."
I like that.
Right.
added
He
it to it.
added a little bit of sugar. Yeah. I can't believe this is like this is life.
This isn't shade in any capacity. It's just when you see a lot of jokes, you eventually see the ones that you're like, everybody went to this well. So if you really want to distinguish yourself, which I'm not saying you do, some people just want to win battles. If you want to distinguish yourself, watch as much as you can, differentiate.
Well, it is like it's a joke writing contest, and your subject is the person you're battling, right? So I think if you don't know that person, you are going to go real surface heavy. And
Right.
If you're not really a good joke writer or experienced at it, you're going to just come with shit like that. You're just trying to get a semblance of a joke and just make sure you kill, right? Especially like an early comic would, So I'm not going to fault them for that. It's just you're going to get number 6 on the countdown when there's better battles. There's probably some better joke writers. I know there's some. I know the top 4 especially are fucking nasty this week. The committee nailed it. The committee, I will tell you this year, we don't always do that, but it's all the GMs from every city. So anybody who runs a roast battle in the 16 cities, that's your committee. So that's who voted this year or this week, and you're going to see what they think and who are the better battles. You write professionally. Like, what do you think about the roast battle and roasting in general, like roast jokes?
I mean, it's such a fun format. It's such a I love it when they're friendly. Well, they're not friendly, but when they know each other. Like you said, otherwise it's generic. But when it's like, Stephanie had an abortion at 16. Like, I'm like, let's go. What's next? I like when you see the friendship and they attack each other.
Yeah.
I'm a generally positive guy. I mean, I hate everybody, but like, I want people to be nice to each other. So when it's like super cutting, I'm kind of like, ugh. But if there's a tiny little bit of friendliness, and like the indie guys were like, you could tell they enjoy each other. They're gonna have a beer afterwards. Like I don't see a friendship there with the LA.
No, that felt like a bad date, and he was just like, "Well, fuck this. She's not gonna fuck me anyway." That kind of a thing.
Yeah. It's like, what a waste of an Uber.
You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, jeez, Reese, jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I dig that too, because that is kind of the crux of what roasting essentially should be, right? Which is backhanded compliments at your friends, because you don't want to just ruin a friendship being like, "Oh, your brother shouldn't live anyway. Your wife had an abortion. I'm sorry, I had sex with her." That kind of, like, you're not trying to like ruin a friendship.
Yeah, it's like you want everybody to be on the same page and be enjoying it, and there should be some love. It also should be biting. It's got to be biting,
a little bit.
But you want to see like some camaraderie a little bit.
Yeah, we're really leaning into this competition, man. This is a joke writing contest. These are some of the best joke writing athletes in the world, verbal athletes, as we like to call them. Let's go to number 5. These next 5, I'm going to guarantee you're going to like all these, actually, guys. This is Berlin. This is Ludwig Benecki versus Jonas Beneslawi.
This is in Berlin.
This is in Berlin.
Oh, the Wall? That's a cool name.
I love Ludwig. I really do. He's a dear friend of mine. He means a lot to me. I really love him. You won't love him, but I do, right? Ludwig looks like he reports homeless people in the subway for not having a ticket.
He does.
I mean, I get it. If you pay, they should pay as well. But you know what I mean? It's me.
It's still the right thing to do. How else would you motivate them to get a job? You guys,
Called him a subway
you
snitcher.
guys are part of the problem. You're just afraid because this is your future. Okay. Jonas's girlfriend is pansexual. He has a joke that he had to Google if dating a queer girl makes him gay. Meanwhile, his joke. Meanwhile, he's a man that's sucking on a hookah hose every night because he likes the feeling. So, that's pretty gay. I don't think she changed anything. Okay. Lukewarm start from my side.
It's the bubbles, you know what I mean? When you blood, it's blue, 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 blue. It's nice.
Equally mediocre comeback.
Ludwig looks like the first guy your dad starts hanging out with after the divorce. Listen, I know she left you, but diversify your portfolio now!
Seems like your dad wants to turn his life around. Seems like your dad's ready to bet it all on one turn. Okay, cool. Yunus is Muslim, but the only thing he does for his faith is fast during Ramadan, which is a very fancy way of saying he's doing a diet. This shows the only reason Yunus will stop eating is God.
I'm so ashamed about how much I eat at night.
That's when you should eat, so God can't see it. Okay.
Ludwig looks like a Ken doll that came to life and still doesn't miss its testicles.
That's not nice. Some of these jokes do hurt. I think the most offensive part of that joke was how long I had to think about it before I got it. You had me in the first half, I was like, Kendall, okay. Let's see, no testicles. All right, that's not fun. Okay. Yunus was featured in an article about third culture kids that are stuck between different cultures. The only thing Yunus gets stuck in is the tour. Because he's fat. All right.
It did happen and he was there. Ludwig is a sweetheart. I honestly God, this is I think this is the last joke, right?
Yeah.
Just so you understand, like it's all love. I love him very, very much. But he's also more comedian than good person. Ludwig is the type of guy to go to a Palestine protest at noon and then at 8 perform stand-up comedy at an idea fundraiser. You know what I mean? He's the type of guy to check the Epstein files just to see if he can connect with Jerry Seinfeld. It's just...
I was at the Palestine protest for content. That was the main goal. That shit gets clicks, guys. I don't know. Ever since they found my dad in the files, things changed. It's been a tough week for us. Okay. All right.
It's a tough week for us.
Yunus just bought a cat. He calls himself a proud cat dad, which means Yunus's girlfriend had to Google whether dating someone who says cat dad made her gay.
That's good.
And that's Berlin coming in at number.
Berlin's crushing it.
Yeah, no, that was a fun one. I think it was the first one I saw this week.
Like
and I
they're
was
hugging.
They're friends. There's like a theme with this show. I'm noticing it's like one person kind of like has their jokes like nailed down and is a friend with the other person, and the other person's kind of like, well, I wrote some.
Yeah, I told you I'd do this, but I'm regretting it.
I kind of like Ludwig before that last joke. I liked everything he was doing outside of his jokes.
Yeah, his reactions.
Every reaction, every aside he had, just like, he was tagging, Jonas's jokes. Jonas Beneslawi, Ludwig Benecki, great work you two this week.
So funny.
But the obscure, the absurd stuff that Jonas had, just like saying you look at a Ken doll who doesn't.
He doesn't miss his genitals.
Testicles. I mean, like, funny stuff, you guys.
Yeah, funny. Also, I love that Eunice. That is what's considered fat in Europe.
Right.
It's not that big.
Yeah, he basically
like
like
little
Radu.
tubby. That's it.
Yeah.
No, for Germany, that is very
That's
unhealthy.
huge. Yeah, you don't do that.
I was surprised at how much the crowd was like there for the fun of it too. Because when two people are just having fun at a roast battle, all their sides are working, the retorts or whatever, usually the crowd feels left out. They're like, come on, give us slurs or whatever. This is a testament to the English-speaking comedy scene in Berlin.
Yes.
It is incredibly good. I might say best in continental Europe.
Interesting.
Wow.
Number one, with a large gap between number two.
What's number 2? Amsterdam.
I would say Prague, but probably Amsterdam.
I've heard, and Prague has a roast battle too. They were not ready for this season, but they're in, man. Like they do it too. I've heard great things about Prague.
Yeah.
Germany is so fun. I went for the first time maybe last year. Everybody is so nice. It's so great. That's like the only silver lining of the Trump administration is like maybe in 50 years we'll be like Germany.
I mean, maybe they just had to go through so much trauma of just like. I mean, that's why they're. Why are we gonna get into this?
No, we don't have to.
That's why their porn and their sex and their party scene is so like hardcore. You know what I mean?
Right. Because they have to feel something.
Yeah, because they're like, we did such bad, insane things. I mean, I read this thing yesterday of like these two Germans. I think I was actually on Rogan. I talked about this where like it was an open just like post of like, hey, just want to get eaten by somebody.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And the guy just like he started with his penis.
Right, that's
and he
start.
said, "Oh, I'll get your balls tomorrow." It was like a joke they had, and the guy just bled out and died.
Yep.
It was like, all right, that's Germany though.
Sometimes.
Anyway, that's
That's
number
not
5
all
this
of
week.
Germany.
Right, it definitely
That's-
wasn't Ludwig and Jonas.
That's one guy.
It's 2 guys, but
That's two.
I really like Ludwig and Jonas. Keep battling. Keep coming. Submit your stuff, and I want to see your non-roast battle stuff too. I
Yeah,
wanna
they're
see-
funny. They're
Yeah.
funny together too. Like
you can
I
tell
want to
they're good
hang with
comics.
them.
Like, there's guys in here you can tell you're like, oh, you already kind of have like you know what joke writing is. You kind of know like the whole what the performance is kind of like
Sure,
that Luke Franklin
sure.
at 20. You're like at 23 that kid's gonna be like a JFL darling.
Yeah, I want to see that guy
Yeah.
stand up. I want to see Ludwig and Jonas stand
And
up.
Jonas, yeah.
There's very few times where I see a battle and I'm like, now I want to see more of your creative
Right,
stuff.
right.
Usually
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to think about you anymore. But these guys have they've got something inspiring there.
I think this season's going to be different. This next battle, it kind of is a testament to what I'm saying here. This is London coming at number 4. This is my boys, James Milam versus Adam Riley. Milam.
Well, it's great to be with James. He's an up-and-coming comedian from Kent. He's pretty wild. He once set fire to a hotel room. There were migrants in it at the time.
I like that delivery.
It's good to be here roasting my future. This is the lovely Adam Riley. Adam Riley there, answering the question, what if a grumpy owl was a paedophile?
James is he's Gen Z, and he's been dating for about 6 months. So he's finally ready to pop the question, what are your pronouns?
Man Riley.
Yeah.
He, him. This cursed gnome is Adam. Adam, here he is, answering the question, what if a wizard was on benefits?
That's an outstanding guy.
He looks good. Adam looks like a figment of his own imagination.
Milam's killing.
Yeah.
James grew up as an only child. That's just like OnlyFans, but for pedophiles. I'm an old guy, but I know what 6'7" is. It's about the age James lost his virginity.
And it's so good to see you again. Adam, let's be real. Adam looks like a reformed paedophile. As in, he looks like a paedophile that also votes reform. Adam is big. Adam's big online. You might recognize him as the man with his knob out on chat roulette. Some flashbacks, ladies. I see. Adam also had to go to hospital recently. He had a ping pong ball stuck up his arm. He gets excited watching Marty Supreme. We all do. Okay. So, okay, you're sorry. It took too long.
That's brilliant. James hails from Margate, which is Nigel Farage's old stomping ground, but he's no leaver. No, James is a staunch Remainer. You know, he believes this country should never have left the Atlantic slave trade.
Adam, if you're here, who's haunting a lighthouse? He's a star, this man. He's a star. He's been on television. He actually got kicked off a TV dating show for getting his penis out. In his defense, they did say, single man, reveal yourself. He's good. Adam looks like the world's wisest nonce. He looks like he's been shipwrecked on Epstein's Island. He's a good man.
Well, in all honesty, it has been great to be up here with you. And brilliant comedian. And but a very capable guy. You know, he actually works as a professional photographer, a professional football photographer. He once got some great shots of the Lionesses in the showers. They didn't know he was there, but his real claim to fame is he actually photographed the queue for the Queen, or as she's also known, Bonnie Blue.
It's very easy to say Adam looks like a sex offender. Adam looks like a sex offender. No, Adam actually shoves a £20 note up his arse every time he masturbates. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Adam comes from money. Adam, but he's poor now, right? He's poor. Adam is so broke he can't afford to keep the lights on in his own eyes.
I mean, James Milam and Adam Riley from London. I mean, I'll say that was my battle of the week. That was insane.
Lovely. Smashing.
Bass beats, governor.
Yeah, that's so fun. See, I think I don't know. You judge a lot of these. If I want to hang out with the guys afterwards, like I want to just be the three of us and having beers, that's how I feel like they did a good job.
Yeah.
Like I want to hang out with these guys. I want to hang out with the guys from Berlin. Yeah.
Indy was cool.
Indy was cool too. Yeah, exactly. Like it's so fun.
I'm hoping young Rose Battlers are watching this, but it's not about the being mean. I mean, I get it. New York, they nail it, but they're professionals. Everywhere else, that's why in LA we always say go find your food, go hunt your own food, go find a friend for the most part. If we put you guys against each other, we're gonna hear a bunch of just surface level bullshit that we've heard forever. At this point, we're over it. We want to see you guys. Camaraderie sells. It sells tickets. It's gonna sell the battle. Everybody's gonna be having a good time. Nobody wants to watch a snuff film.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So, that's a perfect example of what we're looking for. Great jokes, guys loving the jokes, good dry humor. I mean, just great setup and punch. I mean, almost had everything you were looking for in the battle.
It was great. And also, that is a great example of returning to the same well, but adding this different, flavor and paint coat on it. Because he did look, all those things, who's haunting the lighthouse, you're a pedophile, those were crushing.
Destroying.
It was the same thing, but, you look like a wizard. I mean, all that shit was
you look like a wizard on benefits.
Yeah,
I mean, he's like, you're poor, right? You're poor. Yeah. mean, like he was Milam, man. For a debut, I haven't seen this kid. I guess he's like a young comic, but
They're
James
funny.
Milam, yeah, I would love to see like his stand up. Like he was nails.
It was really, really good. It was also rare that you see British comedy made for a British audience that translates almost everywhere else. There was a lot of Remain jokes and whatever, all this different stuff, but like it just got you so good. The Atlantic slave trade thing was something we will be quoting forever, basically.
For 400 years.
Like highbrow at the same time as it was just like silliness. I don't know. It was great.
Exactly.
It was really fun.
And shout out to I love seeing some of the judges. I don't know the Australian looking guy, but Shalaka and Ken.
Shalaka
One of my favorite things is watching the judges in real time when someone hits like a very, very good roast and they have to go and they're like, oh yes, pedophile, that was good.
And I want a pad of paper too.
It's also like we're seeing the regions have styles, and I think I was texting this to some of the GMs yesterday. Just like you're really starting to see some of the styles kind of like come to surface a little more. Like London now, because Shalaka has developed this new way to introduce somebody as like a roast opponent. You're almost like giving them like a hey, meet this person. He looks like such and such kind of a thing. It's like a new movie that she created 3 years ago, and now they all do it. You know, so like. Now Britain kind of has this thing about them now where they start with the joke and then they go into their joke.
It's why they're eventually going to be ahead of the U.S. in roast battling. Unfortunately, I think, unless we get our shit together and force battlers to have to give bios or something, because in Europe, in England specifically, they would never withhold stuff from each other. They would never be like,
yeah,
I love certain battlers, but DeHerm and Los Digits, the worst defenders of this, where you're like, hey, what's something about you I can make fun of? And they're like, find out. And you're like, it's just going to be the same surface level racist shit ass.
Right. And then you're going to call me a racist the whole time.
If that's part of your defense, that's great. That just means that you're weaker as a battler. You need that. And it is some weak ass shit. Digits, you know, I've told it to your face. To Herm, I'll tell it to you as well. It is incredibly weak for someone who has their own style, who people already love you as a battler. And they're like, no, I'm going to make this potentially less valuable of a thing to watch.
Right.
It's also like it's not a battle. It's a team effort. Like if your partner crushes, it's going to be easier for you to crush. Like I feel like you should both be lifting each other up by knocking each other down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is a dance. I mean, you guys are the only ones, the battlers. You guys are the only thing scripted there, right? Like you wrote your jokes. Anything else is improv, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're all catching it. Even the audience, you know, your music person in the back, your judges, right? If you've got an improv troupe like the Wave, like we used to have, we got House Haters in the corner. There's so much improv happening. You guys, when you stick to your guns and then like come out of your shell a little bit, that's what the audience is looking for. Because ultimately, we're just trying to see what jokes you guys wrote and if they're going to get us out of our seat or not.
And especially like that, I think he said something about 6 to 7 is when you lost your virginity.
Yeah.
That was a killer joke. And because of that killer joke, it gave the other guy the opportunity to say, and it's good to see you again.
Oh.
So like he just got to steal some of that laughter, and now we love both of you, and we want you to have a BBC show.
By the way, that is that's the roast battle version of like you reach, I teach.
Oh,
where it's
I like that.
You call a guy a pedophile, and then you go back like, "Hey, good to see you again." Now I've seen some versions of that, but it ultimately relies on the timing.
Correct.
I've seen it fucked up more than I've seen it done well. So that was one of the like. You can learn so much just from this particular battle. Like sometimes people give you the setup. It's just on you to have the punchline.
Right, absolutely.
Woo! Who can follow it? We've got 3 battles left. These are the top 3 in the country this week. Sorry, in the country. In the world this week. Roast Battle World. It's a league thing.
That's
it's a whole
so
fucking
cool,
world
man.
thing. We've been to Berlin. We've been to London. Let's take it on back to New York.
Get the progs here.
This is Chris Crespo, a legend, versus another young legend from Hartford. Hartford, new city this season in the league. Let's do it.
Oh, I don't know, Crespo. Do you want to play rock, paper, scissors for it? I'm kidding. I know he'd play rock. I'll go first.
Charity's going first. Make some noise. Third battle.
So before I say anything else, I don't hold anything against Crespo for being disabled. Crespo, you know what it's like to not hold anything, right? You look like something the Little Mermaid uses to comb her hair.
Charity is a terrible clown. Look at what she did to my arms, guys.
I'm very afraid his penis also looks like that. No, the most disgusting part about Crespo not having hands is that he made someone else give him that goatee.
Doesn't this look like a battle between one of the kids from Stranger Things and the Stranger Thing?
Okay. So before this, Crespo and I, we were supposed to swap all these traumatic stories about our lives. And after he was typing for like 45 minutes, he finally texted back, "Hi."
I get it now. I get it.
Charity looks like she makes dogs have to set boundaries with her.
Been there.
I don't know if I want to do this next one. I don't want to make Crespo mad and risk him headbutting me. Crespo's father hit him, and so did everyone else who played whack-a-mole.
Doesn't Charity look like she just drowned her kids in oat milk?
Crespo wrote a horror novel, and we're all really excited for the even scarier sequel, his book signing.
Don't worry, this isn't the first time Charity's been nervous to ask a guy to hold her hand.
That's how they do it. They do their battles right out there in New York. That's Chris Crespo. That's Charity coming in at number 3. So Hartford picks up half the points.
Chris Crespo and Charity.
And Charity Gregory, Chris Crespo. Crespo, they call him. Charity Gregory.
Charity's a Connecticut battler?
Yeah. Hartford.
She fits right into New York. You couldn't tell.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
that's
she's
a compliment and a slight to Connecticut. Sorry, love you guys, but
I mean, they are basically New York light.
I know.
Yeah.
They're our Temecula.
Don't tell them that.
It's very.
They hate that. Well, we're not recording any of this. Or anything, are we?
Charity is she's a clown. I think like her whole family is or whatever. But
for real?
she's like a legacy. Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
that's fun.
and Crespo is also a clown. But he's a funny dude. Love that kid.
I like. You know what? I appreciate memorizing the jokes.
Yeah.
There's something, I don't know if it gets enough love, that he was looking over a phone and she was not. There's something, and I think actually he had better jokes, but I just kind of was like, is this more professional?
Well,
I
he
don't
can't
know.
write his jokes on his fingers,
I
you piece
know,
of
I'm
shit.
sorry.
If
Wow.
there was somebody who shouldn't be holding something, it's Chris Crespo.
Yeah, I know. Right, exactly. If anybody should memorize it. Yeah.
I mean, there is that, but it's kind of impressive. He's just kind of balancing his phone.
It
the whole
really
time.
is. It was
I
hard
mean,
to take my
that's-
eyes
there's
off.
that.
It really is. By the way, no case.
Right? Crespo, you savage.
Did anybody else catch the wristwatch on his bicep?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I couldn't look
Oh,
away
that's
from it.
hilarious.
I wanted that. I thought she was going to bring that up.
This
Yeah.
battle was so magnetic. Like both battlers could not wait for the other person to finish so that they could hop in. And you rarely see that. Usually people are like, okay, all right, here we go, my turn. They were terrified of it. You know what I mean? These people were
Yeah,
so excited. to
great
jump in the
timing.
pit.
They played off each other really great.
Yeah, no, they look like there was this documentary on PBS a few years ago called "The History of Eugenics" or the Eugenics Invasion, and they look like
Where is this going?
no, they just look like they'd be on that list of people who were getting sterilized in the 20s.
Yeah, well.
But
wow, this battle was pulled straight from the camps.
Oh my God! Shut up, Planned Parenthood, man. Donate. All right, but that's Charity. That's Chris. That was fun. I know my boy Dan Wicks thought that should have been number 1. It was tied for the lead of first place votes this week. So New York, shout out you guys. You're always fun. That's another battle where they're going back and forth. You can tell they're friends. I got to be honest. I felt like they're kind of mailing it in. I've seen them have better battles, both of them. It felt like they didn't really want to hurt each other.
Yeah. I mean, and Crespo felt like little. I think they both were holding back.
That's what
yeah.
it felt like. They're holding back. I mean, Crespo's fucking diabolical, and I've seen Charity just like fillet people apart with her writing. So that was I just feel like they respect each other too much to really go there. I mean, they still came in with the third place battle, so I mean, it can't be that bad. But anyway, all right, let's get this number 2 battle because I'm really excited for you guys to see this one. This is my number 2 battle on my list this week. It's coming number 2 this week. This is Alice Andromeda versus Dennis Wos, all the way out in Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Love Stuart Kennedy.
Give it up for Dennis Wost, everybody. No, really, give it up. He's unemployed and sleeping on a couch, so anything helps. He actually signed up for the roast because he thought it was a free hot meal.
It's cute. He's cute.
I knew you were gonna be mean. I think you look mean. I think Alice looks like the before picture in an ad for antidepressants. Alice wants to be fluent in Spanish this year and then start to learn Catalan, but she strikes me as a woman who does this not to mingle with the locals, but to argue with them. I don't know, I think she looks mean, man. I don't know, it's like every time I look at you, I get that eerie feeling that the milk in my fridge is gonna turn bad. I don't... It's all you.
I'm surprised you have anything in your fridge. I'm proud of Dennis. He's on a self-improvement journey. You just think after so many years he'd be further along. I mean, look at him. He's 2 years clean from cocaine and 0 days clean from showers. The only shower that Dennis takes is golden.
I used to live in Berlin for 7 years. I went to Berghain and I know how to party. Alice is a trans woman, and that's factual. It's like not even the joke, guys. Come on, lock in. Like lock in. And I think her journey is very inspiring. I really do. It's just not relatable to me, you know, because like she had to endure 4 surgeries. Can you believe it? 4 surgeries just so she can earn 20% less money? That's crazy. Like, I called my boss a cunt once. You took a scenic route. That's
It's true, I've endured excruciating surgeries, and yet still the most painful thing I've ever dealt with is 5 minutes of Dennis's stand-up comedy.
Empty joke.
Damn.
Dennis is getting over the death of his dad. Not because he pulled the plug, but because now he doesn't have anyone to steal pain medication from.
I miss my dad. I do.
Yeah, she hit a nerve.
I mean, wouldn't you? He took my virginity. Come on, guys. Special to me. You know? Special to me. I mentioned Alice has undergone various surgery. Like last year, she had bottom surgery in Thailand. So her pussy is made in Thailand, but her tits are made in heaven, guys. Her tits are made. Just look at those beautiful. Like, don't stare, but look at them. 34. Look at them. 34F, I think that's a bold choice. I would say it's a choice for the boys, really. 34F. Is that still a transition or is that a public service? Guy, come on.
No one looked at my tits until then because Dennis's teeth are so much bigger. Dennis doesn't watch porn. As an autistic German, he can get off just by seeing the racial categories separate from each other.
Bitch. Alice is not only a comedian, she's also an actress. we do have to take her word for it, because there isn't any evidence to support this claim. I checked everywhere online last week. I watched 18 movies. She wasn't in any of them. But no, I talked to some of her casting directors that she auditioned for in the past, and they said that Alice nowadays is a very hard cast because ever since she transitioned, she has been mostly acting up. Not that one, I guess.
Dennis has a way of turning what should have been one line into 5.
He's like, yeah.
Dennis is great. He's a real ally to the transgender community. Between all the coke missing in him and those doodles, he chooses to identify as a gender-neutral bathroom. And when you visit him, all you want to do is wash your hands and leave.
But please leave the cocaine also. Right, it's the last joke, no? Yeah. Last joke. Alice, if you go to Alice's Instagram profile, you will find the reel. It's a joke of her where she calls J.K. Rowling the worst billionaire. The worst billionaire, which I think is an odd choice given the stacked competition in the Epstein files. You know, but it got me thinking, and I think I know the reason why. I hired a private investigator. That's not true. I stalked her myself for 6 days. And one night I was watching her in her own bedroom at night from a tree. And I found out that when she masturbates, much like many of the worst billionaires in the Epstein files, she too gets quite the kick out of touching a vagina that hasn't been around for too long.
It's a little sweaty.
It's a long way to get there, but
Arrest this bitch!
Dennis hasn't been laid in 2 years. The only way he's seeing pussy again is if he buys one himself.
The number 2 battle in the world this week coming from Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Yeah, Dennis Wost and Alice Andromeda. Nicole Amy Schreiber, Alice Andromeda.
Yeah, seriously. Barcelona,
I cannot
Nicole.
not see Nicole, who's also, she's been on TV, Rose battling out in Denver back in season 1. But that was an outstanding battle. Alice was just becoming more consistent. Dennis was taking huge swings. You know I love social commentary in all my comedy, so I loved the little digs and some of the geopolitics, some of the social politics he was kind of throwing in there. She was doing the same thing just because she lives in an oppressive world. And I do also love that Germans and this, you know, English is a Germanic language, how they're so skilled with it.
Yeah. Seriously. I mean, there's a lot of comics we've seen who English is not their first language.
Right.
And they're like, and it's fucking working. That is, people are way better than us over there.
We only know one. We're not even good at this language.
No.
These guys are nailing it. I mean, like, shout out Dennis and Ludwig and Jonas. Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
It's very impressive. The audience is, again, you have to somewhere you have to like give props to. Where you're like, dude, I don't know what they're doing at the clubhouse. I don't know what they're doing at the, because I've watched the trajectory of some of these battles, some of the stand-up I've been seeing there over the last couple of years. And now it looks a little bit more fun there. I don't want to sound like Dave Chappelle shouting out Saudi and being like, you can say things there, you can't say things. That's not the case. That is not the case. But it does look more fun. Every time I see a battle in Europe, I'm like, there's no dead air. There's no, like, if the performers aren't fucking up, the audience is with it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's also like you're bringing up things that are important and then taking all the gas out of them in a great way. You know, like, hey, we can make fun of shit. Like, I don't know. It was just, it's very refreshing.
Like, why would you get 4 surgeries just to lose 20% of your income?
I
mean,
know,
like,
it's amazing.
Such a good Jerry Seinfeld joke.
Yeah, and what a cheery guy. They're both. I love her dry like drollness, and I love how he's just like, I'm potty guy. Yeah, I do like cocaine. Like,
you can pee on me. What is showering?
Oh, that's what happens there. Yeah,
I miss my dad. He used to rape me. Oh. Anyway, probably can't.
Fun people.
Number 1 battle this week.
Let's see it.
It didn't get the most first place votes. Barcelona and New York got the most first place votes. This got the most votes though. Coming in number 1 this week is the Bay Area. A older version looking of Adam Riley, but this is Josh Means versus Cookie Williams, all the way out in the Bay Area.
He looks how he smells. Awkward.
is gonna be fun. It's the battle of the ginger and the bread house.
Yeah, that's good.
Her name is Cookie, and when she gets on top of her husband, his name is Crumble Williams.
You like it?
You like it?
Josh wants to be black so bad he dyed his hair orange. And, you know, he's really bald. He just got bangs from super cuts. Josh smells like he shits out his dick hole. Shitty.
Okay, Messy Elliott. This is fun. I've always wanted to roast my old waterbed.
Nice and wet.
Her name is Cookie, and the serving size is 6/5.
That's 1 1/5. Josh wanted to battle me because he was hungry. But Josh married an Indian woman, and he's the one who's musty. They got married because she smelled comfortable around him.
Okay, Rosa Forks. Thanks for taking time out of singing at churches to be here, Cookie. Her name is Cookie because she's got a gooey inside and burnt outside.
Ooh, that's how they like it. Josh just mad because he's so skinny, we can't tell if he's homeless or vegan.
For real though.
All right, chill out, Nicki Minaj. Her name is Cookie, and she belongs in the Mrs. Fields.
You got some good cookies though. You got me. Do we got one more?
I do have one more. Snack Panther.
Come on, man.
I'll go first. You can Indy Williams. I actually really admire Cookie. Her and her husband have been together 25 years. A black man staying for that long, that's a testament to Cookie. He never had to go out for smokes because her pussy tastes like Newports.
I like Josh too, you know, because he wants to call himself a comedian, but nobody books him, so that's why he throws this show.
Hey, Cookie, that's fucked up.
Hell yeah, I'll be opening for Dave Attell in 2 weeks. That's the end of this battle.
They needed somebody white.
That's fair.
You know, it's not that funny.
All right, judges, that was the end of our battle.
And that's the end of the countdown. That's the #1 battle in the world this week. Cookie Williams, Josh Means. There's some actual deep cuts. I don't think I caught the first time in some of those. Cookie Williams had some really solid uppercuts to the whole genre.
Yeah, she's fun. She's fun. Josh kind of went to the same, let's just change the black artist name to insult
he
you
did
a
a lot of the
couple times.
wordplay, the simple fun wordplay.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's gonna get you #1 on the countdown.
Yeah, I guess so.
You
And he
know?
brought it back. Like, I was tired of it, and then when it came back kind of unexpectedly, that's when we were back in it. I think
Nicki
that's another.
Minaj, Messy Elliott.
Yeah. The Fields joke, great. If this was in, I also feel like, can I laugh at that? But if this was in Europe, would have been great.
Yep.
Hilarious.
Yep. You're right. The
Yeah.
advantages of Europe
Yeah,
once again.
yeah.
You know what it is? This was a Styles battle right here, and Cookie was incredibly funny and deserves to be back over and over and over again.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
You can tell she's got the fucking power behind her punches.
Yeah.
The advantage Josh had though was he knew the format well, and this is something that like if you know how to get off 14 short jokes while your opponent gets off 5, mathematically you're just. We're talking
It's the equivalent of a jab, right?
This is the equivalent of increasing the possessions per game, basically.
Oh,
Like, you're-
PPR, yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like you're just running at a different speed than your opponent, And
That's
it
fucked
also
up. Don't talk about Cookie like that.
Yeah, just piling on, man.
It allows you to fuck up more if you want. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like, if one of the things that we always say here is that if you battle a lot, it's really tough because people already know what to say about you and they already know the craziest things said about you. But some of the advantages you have of studying and doing the game a lot is that you know where jokes after your opponent, before your opponent, what you know what I mean? Like, and so you can have this numerical advantage that also is short and concise. Because some people will take long walks no matter what.
Yeah.
And it'll kind of neutralize it, you know?
I mean, it's like stand-up, right? Like a storyteller versus like, set up like a one-liner kind of guy, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Sure.
I mean, do you think? I guess these people are setting themselves up with each other, but is that a consideration? We have this guy from Berlin who is going to tell like long-winded jokes, and then we have a one-liner. I mean, have you noticed? Does that work? Does it not work? It's not up to you.
I think that's kind of what he's saying. It's like it's if you're a hell of a if you're gonna do a whole premise and then hopefully that punchline is gonna really sell it and get a big explosion.
Be worth the walk.
Right.
Yep.
And then you have a guy who's just like a Means or a Nate Welch who's just doing wordplay and punch and just knocking you down. Everybody's just like, if it's more laughs per second versus like, okay, I'm gonna do a long 30 seconds, but it's weaponry at that point, right?
Right.
It really is just like what's gonna hit harder.
You're building this expectation. It's a harder like thing to nail, but I think it's probably more worth it. I'm less impressed by like the whack, bang, 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 and more impressed by they took me down this journey where I'm like, where's this going? Is it going here? Is it going there? Is it going here? And then it just fucking hits you in the face. It's a taller order.
Like, people inside of comedy love those types of guys because they're taking the big risks, and when those risks hit, you're like, see, you should be doing that every time.
That's true.
It doesn't always work though.
That's true. I mean, is that like comics like that? Because we're bored with the same shit.
I mean, hell, look at the audiences now, right? I mean, like the audience today versus the audiences 10 years ago, right? Where they would go on the long walk with you. Right now, they want something quick and easy because like the internet's doing this dopamine.
Well, now you just need a clip. Yeah.
I think it's a trade-off. It goes back and forth. Because I hope Josh doesn't hate me for saying this, but like some of those jokes that you pepper in or whatever, besides Snack Panther, that was fantastic. But a few of them, like Icky Minaj and whatever, you're like, this is just technical joke writing.
Rosa Parks, right?
This is just you check the box of absolute. This qualifies as a joke, but it doesn't make people laugh necessarily in a vacuum. And just people go, that's a joke.
Well, you're already getting lubrication, right? Because that's what helps any joke is like you're getting like automatic laughter. So if you can already knock them down with like, all right, cool, here's a quick pun or wordplay joke, and they're already laughing, you're like, all right, whatever I say right now is fucking gonna be easy,
But it's almost volume is a thing. If you have 17 of those ready, and you don't know which one the crowd is just gonna die crack over.
Snack Panther.
It's worth peppering those in just as much as it might be worth to another battler to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go on this long walk and we'll see. Because they're all risks at the end of the day. The part of roast battle that people don't compliment enough is like, you don't know if any of this shit's gonna work.
Facts.
Yeah, or the audience just turns on you.
You're coming into a playoff battle basically with open mic style material. You don't know if this shit is ever gonna work or not. And it's all the highest stakes. Your whole
there's so much
reputation.
pressure. Yeah, you've never said these before, or if you said them, you're like, all right, they work in front of a bunch of like comics who like a lot of dark, dry stuff. But then you go to an audience who's just like, all right, hit me with the pedophile and molester joke right now. You know what I mean? Like, give me some of that quick shit because that's what they're looking for.
Right.
As opposed to you may go to New York and have like a John DeJoe do a long bit, or man, he did this one thing, Nick. This guy John DeJoe, he called him the boogeyman. He just like read his opponent's just jokes, and like they were just dying. He's like, yeah, he wrote that joke. That's
he just read. Oh, that's really funny.
So mean.
That's
That is very funny. I just got to say, and this is just a technical thing. I've seen Zayed Devji do that at a roast 10 years ago.
You're right.
10 years ago, it wasn't televised. I've talked to you about it.
Yeah.
But our friend Ashton Womack or whatever was moving away. Daily Show writer.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it was the Ashton battle.
Zayed just read his.
He just read his material
from the last roast they did or whatever. You know what I mean? So it wasn't his act per se or whatever. But I've seen versions of that where you're like, it's the ultimate risk. The audience doesn't know anything about this fucking person.
Right. They're not going to know their reference.
You're not doing a famous Chris Rock bit or anything. You know what I mean? But the reality is, like, it's the funniest thing to be like, I'm not really shitting on this person. I'm just showing you their real
I don't have
thoughts
to.
and
They shit on
so
me.
mean, but because an audience isn't ready for like somebody's life stand-up story right now. They're just like, oh, fucking kill this guy, and then you're just like telling this guy's jokes, like, so this guy's an Ethiopian who grew up in a 2-parent household. They couldn't even afford, fucking. You're just like telling this guy's like bits. I mean, that's so mean to do during a roast battle.
I know. Well, it's like nuclear, right? Because you're saying, I'm going to just read this bit verbatim, and if it goes well, we're all going to laugh at how unfunny it is. And if people are like, that's a funny joke, and then I say, oh, actually, Brian wrote that, then it's like, oh, fuck. Like,
you don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's really a risky move. But I guess if the jokes are bad.
Yep.
Then
What?
fucking
All
read
right. So if we re-rank this, if we re-ranked this whole thing, what would your first? Give me to your top
I
5
wanna
this
see-
week. Yeah.
I want to see
'cause-
the list again.
Yeah, the top 7 we saw were Tokyo via Indianapolis, the LA battle. Then it was Berlin, then London, then New York, Barcelona, and Bay Area. If you guys had to redo them, what would it be?
I mean, I was so maybe I just like London, but I was so charmed by the British people, and I really liked Adam and James and the. I don't know, all of the descriptions of that tall, lanky wizard man on benefits was so funny.
So good, man. Yeah. London knocked it out of the park this week. I thought London, Barcelona with Dennis and Alice.
I mean, there were so many good ones. I hate
Berlin,
disparaging anybody.
Yeah, my top 3. I'll tell you. Yeah, my top 3 was BCN, London, Barcelona, and then the Berlin guys. I just thought that they had the most fun.
Yeah, kind of that. We had like the middle chunk was
Mm-hmm.
real fun, and maybe it's because we were taking some momentum from the first guy, and then we got into. I don't know. It's comedy's it's a fickle bitch.
I would have kept almost everything the same and just switched London and Barcelona.
Probably,
honestly. If I had to pick, just because there was less inconsistencies in the London battle. There was less stuff that they're like, oh, we tried that and then that didn't. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
every single thing worked. The responses might not have been exactly what they expected or whatever, but also on most of the jokes, the responses were over what they expected.
Correct.
With Barcelona, we had 2 major standouts where you're like, they tried a joke and didn't go there.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, the committee votes for the reason the committee votes,
Exactly.
Drake May was almost the MVP this year.
Almost, baby, but number 1 for the first week of the season is the Bay Area. So right now they are out in the motherfucking lead. If we go to the divisions,
Yeah, let's see this.
Yeah, so right now, it's Bay Area's number 1. Do we have the division one? Let's go to that one. That way we can actually get to the divisions and show you guys what this is all about, because the divisions have been realigned this season. So there we go, right there. That's good stuff. Thank you. Shout out Channing Apodaca, one of the haters.
Mr.
Check out the haters. It drops every Sunday.
One of the top 3 Apodacas in Los Angeles.
Ooh.
And there's a lot.
Yeah, we love Matt here. So Pacific right now, Bay Area's in the lead. LA's number 2 at with 5 points. Tokyo, they got theirs. Shout out Indianapolis. I think this is going to be a fun season for everybody. And then Phoenix, because Phoenix got some help from Houston this week, because they battled Houston this week. So Phoenix and Tokyo are tied. And right now, it looks like the strongest division is the Pacific. The weakest division looks like it's the South right now, Radu. What's going on? Austin didn't even submit a fucking battle.
What
this
happened?
week.
How do you get negative points?
So negative points comes from if you don't submit a battle, you lose a point.
Mike Eaton's been busy, dude. He's been traveling. He's been
Mike's busy.
He's
Mike,
getting tattoos in every corner of the South.
Well, their affiliates are Memphis and Vegas, and they both don't have their first shows until I think Memphis next month. Vegas has their first show Wednesday. Austin has their first show of the season Thursday. So they took the L. They took the negative point. Everybody else got one in though.
We've had to put battles into our other roast battle affiliate shows in
Mhm.
Houston. We haven't been able to have a show until April, I believe.
Yeah.
Venue stuff and whatever. Just
use your affiliates. I mean, like clearly, you had a guy.
Well, one of our affiliates wasn't in the league. Prague is not in the league apparently.
No, Prague. My bad. Prague is in the league. That's my bad. We had to get those. We had to get those battles from those guys. I had to holler at James Regal and get you and Will in contact with Prague.
Come on, James.
There we go.
Yeah, but look at the East. East is gonna be strong this year. Cleveland does this every year. They start out real weird, and then they have like a tournament or like a festival show, and then they knock it out of the park, and they start coming back real strong. But the South looks disgusting. NOLA had a really good battle this week. I actually thought NOLA's battle was better than LA's battle, so I don't know how they didn't get a point this week. But right now, the South looks like the weakest division. Europe looks like the strongest division outside the Pacific. And then the East, I think with Hartford and New York, with the way they do their cutting and biting jokes, Toronto has their first battle this week. So it could be a fun season, man. But I'm looking at Europe specifically as having probably the hardest division. If they're going to have shows like that, if London's going to have shows like that, if Barcelona's going to have battlers like that, if Berlin's going to have crowds like that, I think we're going to have a hell of a season.
Yeah, that's fun. Scotland, where are you at? Come on.
Well, Scotland, they dropped a battle this week. It just didn't make the countdown. It was Pittsburgh. Yeah, they used one of their affiliates, Pittsburgh, and it just did make the countdown. That battle was pretty good, but he battled another battler who hates us right now. So
Didn't get 5 stars at Edinburgh, huh?
Didn't get the 5 stars at Edinburgh. But hell of a season. This is week 1. We have 35 weeks of this. We got 34 more episodes of this.
Damn.
Shout out my haters. Sunday's the podcast. It drops on this channel right here.
Sunday's the
Roast Battle
pod.
channel. All the battles you didn't see, go to RBL.live. We have all 15 battles that were submitted this week. They're all on the channel right now. Thank you, Channing. Nick Rutherford, thank you, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
Where
I
can they find
hanging
you?
out.
What are
Good
you
to
working
see
on right now, man?
I'm working on a shed that I'm converting into an office.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
so
what this is.
Yeah, exactly. I moved a bunch of cement in, and it's being drywalled tomorrow. I am. But
Are you really?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, that's
yeah.
like killing somebody. I'm like, oh, he's like, I got some cement.
No.
I
have to. I'm doing some construction. But other than that, no. We live in hell, and the industry is dead. So this is the most exciting industry-related thing I've done all week.
But you co-host Eric Andre's.
I do Eric Andre's podcast occasionally. Yeah, I got a meeting with my agent in 30 minutes.
That's true.
Shout out to Lacey. And we're going to see what's wrong with me. Is it how I look? Is it how I talk? We're going to figure it out.
86% of the writing jobs have been gone since 2022, Nick. I don't know what.
Is that the stat?
That's the
That's
stat. It's like 56. I think it's actually in the 60s.
Feels like it's 96.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's waves. It's waves. But now I get to do more stand up. But I think that's why I'm here, because I came back into the store, baby. Yeah. So we're good.
Yeah, Nick's doing more stand up. He's a hell of a writer. He's a hell of a stand up. I remember when he was a fresh face at Just for Laughs, and was doing some Comedy Central stuff. About a decade ago. And ever since then, the industry has slowly been burning itself. But what's coming up is the roast battle fucking league. Everybody, they said this was a gimmick show. They're not wrong. We'll see you next week.